Hi, this is a great morning and I'm on the countryside of Italy. This is probably an industrial area. If you can look behind, it's nothing but greenery. And if you were to look somewhere around here, these are some industrial areas. I decided that today I'll probably not do a live stream because I don't have a lot of time. But I saw an email that just came in, and it's very inspiring for myself and very inspiring for many people. So I thought that I would share. Oh wow, there's a train that just go by. I thought I would just share this inspiring story of a multi-millionaire that is staying in the HDB. Now, some of y'all may know there was an article on me probably 2 years ago about me as a multi-millionaire staying HDB. But this guy is number one, much younger. Number two, in probably less favorable position than I do. And he became a multi-millionaire. Let's hear his story, and there are some learning points from this, shall we? So I'm going to read that email to me. I'm not going to read who this person is to protect his privacy. I'm probably going to leave out some of details he shared me that make him identifiable. But I've got his, I spoke to him actually. I called him so I said I will share his story. So, hi Mr. Lu, I've been following a number of finance YouTubers for a while, including you. And I found that your values resonate with me the most. Thank you. No, thank you. In your latest video about property pains, you talk about why you don't regret buying an expensive property, even though everybody in Singapore dreams about it. Getting tied down by a huge mortgage, stress from work, inability to truly pursue what you're called to do, etc. Not sure why more Singaporeans don't share the same values. Oh, I can assure you that a lot of Singaporeans don't share this value. A lot of Singaporeans are property crazy. And I probably think there is also peer pressure and traditional, right? Everybody likes to have land and real estate, right? Okay. Anyway, I stay in a 5-room HDB flat in the west. In fact, he stay pretty near my house actually. Stone throw from MRT and shopping mall. Near both sides of parents. Unlike you, I didn't have good grades in school. Okay, anyway, he didn't enjoy the experience of climbing corporate ladders. So what he did was that he started a business. So I started my business 8 years ago and recently sold it at a good valuation. Congratulations, man. At 35, my wife and I are now just a few years away from hitting the FI number. I think it's a financially independent number for living decently in Singapore. Congratulations, right? I'm contented living in an HDB flat. I even rent out 2 rooms. And live in a master bedroom with my wife. The moment I got my HDB flat, my wife and I don't see it as a sacrifice. In fact, we see it as running a fun thing on the side. Okay, sometimes people come to my house and are shocked that we rent out 2 rooms. Okay, maybe thinking that my business isn't doing well. Little do they know that I have a lot of employees. His employees are much bigger than mine. Okay, and have earned a good salary and dividends from it. Congratulations, right? Congratulations. Okay, you're one of the rare finance people who share similar values as me. My wife and I completely can retire in a few years' time, but we're not doing so because we believe that God has given us a gift of serving others with our respective talents and resources. Very good. Don't retire. To retirement, I'm not a big fan of retirement. Okay, thank you and continue what you do. Okay, it's very inspiring. I gave him. He left his mobile number and we contacted. We had a very long phone call, and first of all, I congratulated him, and I find a few more facts. So this is a good story of someone who has succeeded. Okay, not pursuing a huge property dream in Singapore. And it's very inspiring. So he became a multi-millionaire, and right now he's on his second venture and things like that. So I must say that his values, his experience is similar to mine. His thinking is similar to mine. So I'm not saying that pursuing a property dream is bad. There are pros and cons. Just like a lot of people say, yeah, being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. I agree. Okay, I agree. So for those people who are young and intending to pursue a entrepreneurial dream, I would just say this, that I would really discourage you from pursuing a huge and expensive property, because once you do that, you have a huge mortgage loan. You don't dare to step out and pursue an entrepreneurial dream anymore. I don't have that commitment, so when I want to do it, I just do it, right, and become an entrepreneur. So the first lesson really is that for those people with entrepreneurial passion, don't get yourself tied down with a huge mortgage loan. Okay, now you can make money from your business and later get yourself into property investment. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. But to start off with a huge mortgage, then pursue your entrepreneurial passion, I think that's a very risky venture. So really, that's a huge lesson from there. The second huge lesson is that, he actually rents out his HDB. He monetized his HDB, and not only that, he continues to do it now. He's already so rich, and he still continues to do it now. So his values are very strong, right? So he doesn't care what people think of him, right? Or what he cares is money in a bank and money in a pocket, his wealth. So a lot of people like this thing more than money in a pocket, right? So I think the second lesson out of this is that between looking rich and being rich, we have to choose the right one. Okay, we can only have one actually. So I've continuously shared this philosophy. Between looking rich and being rich, which one would you want, right? So the third thing is that he became clearly very wealthy at a very young age. I think he's 30 something years old right now, and he's continuing to go on with his passion. I think entrepreneurial blood is in him. That's very good. Now, for those people who ask me, how to become an entrepreneur and things like that, I would just say this, that it must start off with a strong passion, with a strong one, like immense passion, right? Immense passion. That must be your starting point. Now, if you want to become an entrepreneur in order to pay your bills and things like that, that's the wrong starting point. If you want to be an entrepreneur so you can get very rich, that's also a wrong starting point. It is true that some entrepreneurs become very rich, okay, but many entrepreneurs just make a normal, decent living. Yes, the path to entrepreneurship is very exciting and very exhilarating, but it's also very difficult. Very few make it very big. I see a lot of entrepreneurs that do decently well, but for those glamorized entrepreneur that become billionaires, okay, for those entrepreneurs that become billionaire, or near billionaire, that kind of story are very rare, especially in Singapore, very rare. It's just very rare, okay? I'm certainly not one of them. I don't think this gentleman is one of them, but we get by and we do reasonably well, and that's good enough for us, okay? So, what do you think of this story, right? What do you think of this story? Now, I need to say again, there's still a lot of criticism because there's a lot of property fanatics, and there are some people who are on my side that really run down, and a lot of people get very upset when I run down on property. When I run on property, as the only path. Okay, I need to say this: there are many roads that leads to Rome, and I say again and again, many roads that leads to Rome. My path of getting richer is only one of the path. I'm comfortable with the path. Some people are. You may not be the one, right? You may want to have something tangible like a house. You may want to leverage. Okay, you may want to take the risk. You know, so be it. I prefer not to, right? I prefer to live my life free, without stress, you know, and just enjoy myself. Yeah. Okay. So please hit subscribe and like. Okay, if you want to enjoy this kind of story more, I'll be telling more of this kind of story, and I wish the best to everybody in your pursuit to be rich. Okay, all right. Thank you and good night.